Okay, today we're going to learn how to do the revolve command. It's a new command. Up here we've always been doing the extrude, and we've done the whole command, done some fillet commands. We're going to learn how to use the revolve command. So what we're going to do is we're going to create this object right here, which I've got the dimensions for it right here. So what I suggest is you take a picture of this. I'm going to go back and forth between them, but you're going to want to maybe take a picture of it or as you do it, in case you need to refer to it. So anyway, so what we're going to do now, we could very easily make this by doing a cylinder, the length of this 0.75, do another one here, another one here. But it's just easier to do the revolve command. Plus, I want to teach you how to use the revolve command because we're going to use it in upcoming drawings. So we're going to learn how to do this revolve command. Notice with this revolve command, it's just one item. It's just one uh, command, just the revolve. If we were to do this using extrude, we'd have three different ones. Okay, so we're going to just do one. So what I want to show you is because this object is circular in shape, we can use the revolve command, because if you kind of look at it, put your cursor up there in the revolve command, it shows that you draw half of the object and then you revolve it around a center point. Okay, so that's kind of how we're going to do this. I'm going to do it. This is just an example. I'm going to just show you this. I'm going to edit this sketch, and basically what you see right there is, what we're going to do. So it's just this shape right here. Now I'm going to do it a little bit differently because I'm not going to put this hole in here. That's what that center line is. So we're going to do it a little bit differently as we do this. Okay. And all you're doing is you're drawing that profile. Okay. So we're drawing half this object. And as you revolve around, it makes the full object. So with all these dimensions, the 1 inch diameter, 4 inch diameter, this is 1 inch too. So this is one and this is one. Okay. This is what we call a section view, which is what we're going to learn how to do later. Um, but we're going to just learn how to do the revolve command for right now. Okay, so if we draw half of this, and it will revolve around to make the full object. Okay, so half of this is the radius, so think of that. So that distance we draw would be 0.5. This one would be 2. Okay, and then this one here would be 0.5 also. So just keep those in mind. All right. So what we're going to do, and then you can see those dimensions there, stuff, and then we've got the heights here. All right. So just go to new. I'm going to just go to new here, English, standard inch IPT. All right. Go to isometric view, base view, and we're just going to put this in the front plane, the XY plane. I'm just going to do sketch. So on that XY plane, that front view, let's run the front view up here. Okay. Now I'm gonna just draw this in. And we know the height of this object is 2.5. So we got 0.75, 0.5, 2.5. Okay. So we're gonna start from the bottom, work our way up. Okay. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna draw the basic outline of it. So it's gonna basically look like this. Make sure everything's straight, vertical, horizontal, all that. You could be typing these measurements in. It's entirely up to you. I just choose to draw it real quick. Try to get about what the lengths are that they're supposed to be. Make sure that's lined up there, perpendicular, all that. So the first thing I'll start off with is this overall dimension. Okay. And that's usually just the way I do stuff. So the overall height is 2.5. So I put 2.5. And this distance here is 0.75. And this distance here is 0.5. Okay. And then next what we need is the diameters. Because remember this right here, okay, as we went back to this, where we're drawing half of it, okay? So the first diameter, these two things here, these are 1, okay? So we would dimension that as 0.5. So we dimension that. That's 0.5, and we're always going to go. This is our center line. I didn't tell you this, but this is our center line that we're going to revolve around. So we want to dimension always from that spot right there to here, and we make that 0.5. Okay, and we'll have to do this one here. Okay, make that 0.5, which it's saying it's over constrained because we had these collinear. They were lined up. Okay, when we drew it. I knew that. And then we need this dimension from here to here. And that one, if you remember, the diameter of that is 4. Okay, move that out of the way. That's 4. So we just put 4 in there. This. Okay, so we got 4. All right. So there we go. So this is the center of the object. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I screwed that one up. That should be 2. All right. There we go. So remember, it's half of it. All right. That's good. I screwed up. Just remember, it's half of that. So it's 2. Because we're drawing basically from here out, half of this. Okay, we're ignoring this hole. We'll put the hole in later using the hole thread note command. So we got that. So what we're going to do is we're going to finish our sketch. Remember, this line here is our center line because when we do the revolve, it's going to ask, well, what's the center axis? So we go to finish sketch here. Make sure you're in the isometric view. Okay, the home view. And we're going to go to the revolve command. Now it should automatically highlight this. If it doesn't, just like it is with extrusion, it should kind of turn a little blue. And then if you pull this down, it's automatically brings up the profile. So now what we want to do is choose the axis. And the axis is this one because that's the center line, the center of that whole thing. Okay. And then notice it's going all the way around and it makes that object. So I'm just going to choose that so you can see that. All right. So anyway, there we go. And so we could choose degrees. Okay. We could tell it to go like 90 degrees, 180, but full is what we want. So we go to OK. Now that object is done minus the hole. Okay. All right. So if we look at it, that's the object. All right. So we go to the hole command. And then for this one, the hole diameter is 0.5 right here. So go back to this, put the diameter 0.5. And then we want this because remember this is concentric. It's because the center lines, it doesn't show you in there, but the center lines are of the hole and the whole object is the same spot. So we go to concentric, choose this. Surface is where we want the hole to start. And then we choose the cylinder that or the circle that we want it to be concentric to. In other words, to have same center lines. And you just go to apply. And we've got the hole in there. Okay, so that's the revolve command. Now let's say you accidentally screw it up. So you can always go back to this revolution, this revolve, and go to edit sketch or show dimensions. One of the two, doesn't matter. I'm going to just show dimensions. Let's say this one was supposed to be diameter of, let's say 3. So we'd want to put this at 1.5. Okay. And again, you probably have to go back up here to manage and go to update, and it'll update it. Okay. One of the reasons I just like to go to edit sketch is it just automatically updates it. So I'm going to just put this back to 2. So you can always go back in and change, if you accidentally screwed up. Some of you do the undo command. Don't do that. That's just a waste of time. And you end up having to redo everything that you just did. Okay, so there's a revolve command. All right. So make sure you follow that and do that so you can learn and understand the revolve command. We'll do another one here. I'll have another video to do. I'm going to probably just give it to you and then let you try it out on your own and see if you can do it. And I'll come around and try to help you out.